Grab your coat and get that hat. Leave your worries on the doorstep and just direct those feet to the sunny side of the street. Can you hear that pitter-pat? Yes, that happy tune is your step, for life can be so, so sweet. On the sunny side of the street, where I used to walk in the shade with those blues on parade. Now I'm not afraid that this rover has crossed over. If I never, never, never have a cent, I'd be rich as Rockefeller with gold dust at my feet. On this sunny side of the street, Spencer. Blues on parade. Now I'm not afraid that this rover has crossed over. If I never, never, never have a cent, yes, I'd be rich as Rockefeller with gold dust at my feet. On the sunny side of the street, on the sunny side of the street, on the sunny side of the street.
Good morning, Granada Hills. Thank you, Jason, Theo, and Spencer for our wake-up call. Woohoo! Good morning. I'm Reverend Dr. Nicole, and I am so happy to be here today to start this wonderful Sunday with each and every one of you. Yeah. Yay! Yes, this is the church where I grew up. This is the church that I think I came in with pigtails, and here I am. Oh, Bonnie, oh, look, all my wonderful friends are here. I'm so happy to see you. I'm going to call up our presider today, Andrea Reck, one of my favorite people, to start us off. So let's just go inside and lighting the flames of faith, the call to service. We perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all people, all faiths, all sentient beings come from the one great universal presence, which we call spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. We light the first candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the second candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous people, the way of primal spirituality. We light the third candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle for all forms of New Thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through practices of universal spiritual principles. We light the 10th candle for those who are yet unaware of Spirit in their lives and the place we are holding for them here at our center, in our hearts, online, in our community. As Andrea lights the healing candle, please put silently into the light the names of anyone you wish to have received the experience of the healing flames of God's eternal love.
There is one flame that burns in our hearts. There is one light that shines through our love. We light this flame with faith. We light this flame with faith. We find this light within our own souls. There is one flame, one light within.
It is with a heart filled with so much gratitude that I take this eternal now moment to recognize this one flame, to recognize that there is just one life, one intelligence, and this presence that I call God, Spirit, is everywhere expressing itself. And it was so pleased with itself that it recreated itself in its own image and likeness and named it life. All life is the life of infinite intelligence expressing in unique and beautiful ways. I know this intelligence, this presence, this love, this light, this beauty, this joy is right where I am. And I know it is expressing as this entire day, as this service. So I bless Reverend Nikki as she comes forward and lifts us into a new way of being and a new way of understanding the truth of who and what we are. She steps forward and allows infinite intelligence to be her voice, to be her beingness, as she delivers this message to us with clarity and love. And I know each of us leaves here different than when we arrived. So I remain open and receptive, and I give thanks, knowing the perfect unfolding of this service. And for this and so much more than words can say, I remain thankful and grateful as I lovingly release this word to that aspect of infinite intelligence that we call law, which always and only says, yes, it is so. And in agreement, we affirm this by saying, and so it is. Good morning, beloved community. Oh, come on, you guys, wake up. Good morning, beloved community. Yeah, that's better. Thank you for being here, youngsters. It's wonderful to have you here. I love the saxophone, don't you? And of course, we love the drums. No, I don't mean to, but it's really great. Let's give them some more love. Wow, thank you. And thank you, Jason, for bringing your kids here. What are they, 12?
Yeah, I think. Not sure.
Sweet. Very sweet. So I wanted to start with a quote. I'm sorry.
There's 16.
Woo, Lord have mercy.
Wow.
My grandson is 16. So this is Ernest Holmes, who says this: a state of expectancy, sorry, I can't see with them and I can't see without them. A state of expectancy is a great asset. A state of uncertainty, one moment thinking perhaps, and the next moment thinking, I don't know, will never get desired results. A state of expectancy is a great asset. So we are living in this state of expectancy, I hope. No, I know we are. I know we are, with respect to bringing on a new senior minister. And I wanted, what? Why are you laughing? It's not funny, it's true. We are expecting a wonderful new senior minister. And I know Michael Tatlock, one of our newest practitioners and ministerial students, is kind of leading the way for us in this search, because he's been through it before at a community that he used to attend in Bellingham, I think, right? Bellingham, Washington. So there is a search committee that has been appointed to spearhead this process. And I know Michael Tatlock is going to, at some point, give you all a more in-depth snapshot of what's happening, but I'm going to give you a smaller snapshot of where we are in the process, because you all are an integral part of this process and ultimately will have the final decision as to who our next senior minister is going to be. So we are in receipt of applications. There's a lengthy process involved in finding our next senior minister. And this state of expectancy is really important for us to maintain, that we expect a fine senior minister is manifesting now, is manifested already, and we are just allowing receptivity for that person to come forward. We have, at the moment, 5 applications. Hey, aren't you happy to see Nikki here today? Just saying. So we have 5 applicants that we are reviewing. They go to the applications go to the central office, and they're vetted, I guess, to make sure they're in good standing, and then they're passed on to us. So we have 5 highly qualified candidates that we're looking at right now. And there was a ministerial conference last weekend, and I spoke to Reverend Mike, who attended the conference, and he said there may be a couple more applications coming in. So we are reviewing applications, we are looking at videos of their talks, and we are in the process of narrowing down to those that we think will be best suited for us, for this community. You know, one of the things that Reverend Mike was really passionate about, and we're knowing that our next minister will be also, is this idea of community. And so we are knowing that the next person that comes forward is going to continue with this idea of, you know, we're now a super center for spiritual living. And I want to add that we are a super center for spiritual loving. And whoever comes along to guide us in this process is going to be passionate about community, passionate about loving, passionate about growing, passionate about prosperity. And so let's just continue to hold a high expectancy for this new minister to come forward. And we're working very diligently on bringing the perfect person for you to review and have the final decision. So thank you for trusting us. Thank you for being a part of the process in your consciousness. And thanks for listening.
I'd like to welcome up Spencer behind me on saxophone and Theo on drums. Green, there it is. There you go. Red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, the colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, and also on the faces of people going by. Yes, I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? But all they're really saying is, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. So pretty in the sky, but also on the faces of the people going by. Yes, I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? But all they're really saying is, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. Well, they'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, well, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Spencer on saxophone.
That's crazy good, right? 16, these boys. And Jason's on 2 keyboards, just saying. I mean, come on. Thank you so much. That boy has the soul of a much older person. So I have some announcements for us today. It says, please read as written for clarity. Practitioners are available today in the treatment room for a 2-minute affirmative prayer. If you're a licensed practitioner, please raise your hand. You can also find a practitioner online at cslgh.org. LOA, I'm sorry, what is LOA? Oh, Law of Attraction, of course, duh. Law of Attraction is canceled for today, but Animal Kinship is not. Animal Kinship will take place at 1 o'clock with Reverend Kathy Lyons, and her information is there. You can call her for the Zoom details. Wednesday, April 22nd at 7 o'clock, please join the Science of Mind discussion group for riveting readings and conversations on all things related to the science of mind. And that's with Reverend Maureen and Reverend Nancy, the 2 queens of the Super Center for Spiritual Living in Granada Hills. I understand those discussions get quite interesting, so you're welcome to join anytime. Also, please join in on our Raise the Roof fundraiser as we set out for our goal of restoring the center's roof. Donations can be accepted online through our donate button on the center's website, and please donate, please donate, but also please note roof on your donation to make sure it gets to the right place. 250 will get your name on a square. On top of the roof, they're gonna put your name. No, they're not really. I thought that's a great sales point though. So 250 will buy you a square, or half of that will buy you half a square. A quarter will buy you a quarter of a square. Donations can be broken up to make a square. The month of April will conclude the Tai Chi class offerings for now, as the class goes on hiatus, and that's with Nancy Shriver back there. Many thanks to you, Nancy, for your unwavering dedication to facilitating this offering for over a year, and we know you're going to come back and do it some more at some point in time. So thank you. Please save the date. Put it in your calendars. You could take out your phones and put it in your calendar right now if you use your phone's calendar for May 27th, which is another exciting Center for Spiritual Living Granada Hills open mic night. Yeah. It's really fun. So I know there's a theme. I can't remember what it is. The theme is rooted in love. Yes. So bring your stories, bring your songs, bring your dances, bring your storytelling, and sign up with Danny or Ginny. I'm sure will help you get signed up. So I think that's all for now. We do have the, gratitude box. And Barbara, sorry, I'm going to be 74 this year, so forgive me if sometimes I forget words or names. This is, just kidding, it's Barbara. Thank you.
Could be my twin. Okay. Okay, here we go. I picked it out. It says, I'm grateful for the wonderful church and Reverend Mike.
Yeah,
Yay.
okay. I'm grateful for Reverend Mike. I'm grateful for Reverend Maureen. I'm grateful for Reverend Nancy. I'm grateful for all y'all. So please stand and let us recite our Declaration of Principles. And this is what we believe. We believe in one universal spirit manifesting through all, natural and incarnated in us. We believe that the universal spirit is personal to and reveals itself through everyone who recognizes its presence. We believe that our faith operates upon a law of mind which automatically manifests in our experience according to that faith. We believe in the unity of all life and in the immortality of the individual soul forever expanding. We believe in the eternal goodness, the eternal loving kindness, and the givingness of life to all.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, I'm Reverend Dr. Nicole, and we are here at the Granada Center for Super Center for Spiritual Loving here in Granada Hills in the northwest part of the San Fernando Valley. And I'm just so honored and blessed to be here. This is where I grew up. You guys, most of you saw me when I first started, when I wandered through the doors to get a massage from Magnetic, going, what is this place? And, oh, they're practitioner classes? Oh, maybe I'll become a minister. And so many of you have been here supporting me through all of that. And I'm just so honored and beyond words to see each and every one of you. I've missed you all, seeing you on a daily, weekly basis. Andrea, I love you so much. And I just want to welcome you all here today. So thank you for inviting me to come speak. Our topic today is listening beyond the noise of the world. So let's just take a deep breath. Let's just go inside to our heart and just connect to that place. That place that knows, that silent place of loving. Just take another breath. Listen to the silence. Yeah, that silence. So, come on back here. The world seems really overwhelming right now. The news, what's going on. I keep hearing about people who are having challenges and opportunities for growth. And it can be overwhelming sometimes. Scrolling on the internet, 2 a.m. Instagram shopping binges. Anyone done that? I got to put my phone down. I need to stop. I need to go to that silent place. We live in the history where we're the most connected. I can Zoom with my friend in London while talking to my friend on the phone in Maryland. I can do that. I'm very connected to people. Yet sometimes I feel more disconnected than ever from myself, from spirit, from that still small voice within inside of myself. Do any of you feel that sometimes? That just like, oh man. What if what we're searching for isn't out there in that world? I know I've been busy, I've been doing this. I left here as Reverend Nicole and I came back as Reverend Dr. Nicole. I've been busy doing. I just want to be Nikki. Just sit here and just Nikki. Call me Reverend Nikki. Call me Nikki. Call me, hey, you in the pink shirt. I like that shirt. What if I just need to be quiet and go inside my heart? What if what's been waiting for us is beneath all that noise? Ernest reminds us that there's a place within each of us that the world has never touched. There's that place. It's serene. It's forever connected to the infinite. This is who we are. We're not this busy, noisy, doing, be, do. We're that be in our divine being, and we're that do in our humanness. But going to that quiet, still place. Ernest reminds us that there's an infinite intelligence that is not distant or silent. It is forever speaking to us, forever guiding us, is forever available to us. The question is not whether God is communicating with us. The question is whether we are truly, truly listening to that voice. Are we allowing that voice? Are we stopping, slowing down to give that voice a chance to come through? One of my mentors, he does Living in the Presence. I take his classes on Zoom, or I've flown to Santa Fe, New Mexico a couple times. His name's Robert Waterman. And he says, we are constantly creating our reality through a process of negotiating with what we call perception. So I am creating my reality through my perceptions. My thoughts and my feelings make a baby, and that becomes my perception. So what I think and what I feel comes forward in my reality. And Joel Goldsmith reminds us that everything that touches my life touches it through my awareness and my consciousness. My consciousness is creating this. Your consciousness is bringing the right and perfect minister to this center. We are all together in communion, in community, creating this ability to bring forward the right and perfect person. And the amazing thing about spirit, it's not going to shout over the noise. Spirit isn't going to get louder and louder. It might give us a cosmic 2x4 to tell us to be quiet and listen. It gave me a cosmic 2x4 in November when the contractor, I've been doing construction at my house, told me I had to replace a new roof. And I started getting to the noise of, oh my gosh, how am I going to add this money to the contract, the bill, oh my God, how am I going to pay for this? And I wasn't paying attention and I sprained my ankle. That was my cosmic 2x4 for the universe to remind me to just slow down, be quiet. Everything that I need is already here. I don't need to worry about the cost of that roof because I already had the seed thought to do this construction. Therefore, it's going to be provided for me. I had to go quiet. The voice whispers to us. The voice is clearly, and it comes through our heart. The voice enters our heart and asks us to be still and listen to it. Ernest reminds us in Creative Mind, as we sit in the silence of our own souls and listen, the silence of our souls, it will be the greatest thing that we ever do. This is in the completeness, we are lost, yet we are found. This is what it meant that a man must lose his life in order to find it. We are lost to our humanness, and we are found in the divine. So that humanness keeps us busy, keeps us going, keeps us not listening to that voice. And this is our opportunity to kind of lose that humanness and step into our divinity. I'm asking you, when was the last time you created space to truly listen? Not to the world, not even to your own thoughts, but to that silent, quiet knowing within, that gnosis that knows it. All right, I'm going to fess up. I found this with Legos. I have no children. At 57, my friend gave me a plant that she said, here, Nikki, here's a plant you're not going to kill. And it was a Lego set. And as I was doing this, I realized I was quiet. And the voices, the doing, the have to, the projections weren't there. I was quietly putting these Lego together, and I created this beautiful plant, and it's still alive today. And then I bought a Star Wars Lego set, and I put that together. And now I built an extra room in my house so I can house all my Legos.
That was for your mom.
That's the other part. I did 2 steps. So I found out for me that quietness, that's, whatever works. And I didn't have kids. I didn't do Legos. And it's been my joy, my quietness. My mom's like, you could have found a cheaper hobby to find quietness. But it's been really a fun thing for me to go inside. What is keeping us from hearing? What is keeping us? We are made to rise. It's our divine right. The universe didn't put us here and say, we're going to keep you small. The universe put us here to rise to our greatest glory. But why does it feel so hard sometimes? Because our mind starts going. These stories, some of these stories are so old that they've been passed down from my parent to my parent to my parent to my parent. My mom likes to say to me, well, when I was growing up, my parents taught me, and when you're dealing with construction workers who say they're going to arrive at a certain time, and they don't arrive, and my mom is getting all upset because they said they were going to come at 8 o'clock, and they're now arriving at 11 o'clock, but the work gets done. And so 3 hours, there was a lot of upset that I was like, Mom, it's going to get done. But that was that story of telling herself, and that she wasn't quiet in herself. So Holmes taught us that we have to make an effort. We have to deliberately train ourselves to turn away from this outer noise, to turn to our inner world, not as an escape, or not escaping, but as an alignment to spirit. What we tune into, we amplify. So am I going to amplify all this noise and this, oh my gosh, they're not here yet? Or am I going to tune into, it will be done. There's nothing for me to worry about. Because there's many different ways that this noise comes to us. Media, the noise of the world, media, opinions, urgency in the culture, pressure to keep up with the Joneses. I need to know what's going on at all times, so here I am. The noise of our mind. I'm overthinking, I'm replaying, I'm planning, I'm rehearsing, I'm catastrophizing. I don't know, 2 a.m., I'm like, okay, I have to talk at Granada tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I haven't been there. Oh my gosh, what am I? No, I actually said, stop, go back to sleep. Do any of you have that? Anyone? Planning, catastrophizing. What if? What if I don't say the right things? What if I stumble on something? What if I can't pay my bills? I've had that one. Stillness is not emptiness. So to be still doesn't mean it's empty. Silence is not absence. To listen beyond the noise is radical, courageous, and a deeply spiritual act. It takes bravery, it takes courage to step away from this attachment to this noise and what we oughta, shoulda, do, blah, 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 right? It takes courage to step into our divinity. So I have a little affirmation for us. I release the noise that is not mine to carry. I turn within, and I find that spirit has been speaking all along. Let's say this together. I release the noise that is not mine to carry. I turn within to find spirit has been speaking all along. I took this picture in Banff, Canada, when I was up there for a ministers' conference. And I'd like to tell you, the colors are not AI generated. That's truly how beautiful it is up there in Banff. I'd like to tell you that it's a very quiet place, but I was in tour season, so me and my 9,000 billion other friends were there looking at the same scenery as I was doing it. So I need to go during off season, but it is a beautiful, take a deep breath and just release. What are some things we can do? What are ways that we can listen more deeply? Sometimes we need to grab an agenda and put it in our phone to make an appointment with ourselves. My phone goes off, my watch goes off every day at 12 noon. It's called the Anamkara, midday noon. And I say a prayer to myself every day at midday, at noon, reminding me that God is my source, my supply. I do not need to struggle and worry about this. So we need to, listening is a practice. It's not an accident. It's something that we need to do and remind ourselves. Perhaps when we get up in the morning, before we get out of bed, we could take 5 minutes to just take that breath and connect to source before we start our day. I know I get out of bed, I go to the bathroom, I walk my dogs, I feed my dogs, I make myself coffee. Then the next morning I get out of bed, I go to the bathroom, I walk my dogs, I feed my dogs, I make myself coffee. What would happen if before I got out of bed, I just took 5 minutes? Or maybe before I go to sleep at night, I just say my prayers, I ask for anything that can be cleared that's no longer serving me, and having that moment to connect to source. Making my bedtime intentions, something along those lines. These are practices that we can do. We can also distinguish between the noise and the knowing. So learn to recognize the difference between the anxious chatter of our ego and the clear, calm, loving guidance of spirit. The ego speaks in urgency and fear. Spirit speaks in peace and clarity. When something feels pressured and panic, that's the noise. When something feels quiet and certain, that's the knowing. We have spiritual mind treatment. We have practice contemplative prayer. These are different things that we learn here at the center, that I learned here at the center when I was here. And these are things I practice to help me stay in that center. We can also curate our inner environment. If it's pouring outside, we're not leaving our windows open. We're making an effort to close our windows. What am I watching on my TV? What are voices am I listening to in my life? This is my choice. I can curate what I choose to listen to. What if I spent more time feeding my spirit than scrolling? Anyone want to take a social media blackout? Ground ourselves from social media? The beautiful thing is when we listen to the spirit, that silent voice that speaks to us, amazing things can happen. What if we've already been given this guidance, but we simply haven't recognized it? That nudge that you felt, that idea that came from nowhere, like, oh, wow, that's a great idea. That unexpected peace in the middle of chaos. That was not coincidence, that was spirit speaking. For 20 years, I've been talking about doing an extension in my house and then building an ADU. And I finally decided to do this for my mom, to build this ADU. And I was so nervous about it, and the voices were like, oh, I don't know if I could do this, how am I gonna do this? I remember in practitioner training, Reverend Nancy asked me to treat for kitchen flooring. I know some of you have heard this story, but there's a lot of people I don't know here. So Reverend Nancy in practitioner training asked me to treat for kitchen floors. I was like, what? Treat for kitchen floors? I thought treatment was for health and and relationships and those kind of things. And now I realize that it was really upping my consciousness in prosperity and abundance, that I can afford to do this thing. I know Nancy ended up with a beautiful kitchen, so when I decided to do, I am taking low credit now, okay. When I decided to do this ADU and this construction, I called her and I go, okay, Reverend Nancy, you gotta treat for my kitchen floors. So that's why spiritual mind treatment is so amazing. So we have the ADU. My mom moved in on last week. And I'd like to tell you that's what the front looks like, but it doesn't yet. Right now, the front is completely plain, but I threw this into an AI and I asked to create the landscaping. So I'm now asking you all to help treat for me to do the landscaping, not only for this, but also for my backyard, because my backyard has had construction stuff on it, and it's a complete mud puddle right now, and my dogs are loving it. I'm not loving that so much. So I'm asking us to all step together to help me remember the abundance is out there, that if I could build this ADU and extend my house from my Lego room, that, that I also can finish the project and do the landscaping as well. And so it is. I am still, I am open, I am listening, and Spirit is speaking clearly, lovely, and right on time. What is rightfully ours is not denied. It might be delayed, but it's not denied. This took me 20 years to get the consciousness to step in and do it. So it took a little while, a lot of treatment. So think of a time when you followed that inner knowing, when you let that inner guide put you somewhere, build you something, give you a new job. That was that still small voice. And it never stops speaking. It is always there for us. So as a community coming together, creating consciousness for your new senior minister, what does that look like? What does that feel like? What does that sound like? Listen to that inner voice. Listen to the wisdom between the space of the words. Community is the most important thing. It really is. Community, you've helped me grow up. Reverend Dr. Maureen, Reverend Nancy, Andrea, all of you. You've helped me step into who I am. Reverend Kathy, Yaz, my friends, my dear friends here, and I thank you for that. But community is one of the most important things. And that's what I love, is community. And I'm going to invite you, if it doesn't conflict with anything at Granada Hills, I'm creating this community healing event. We did it once in September, and it is going to have so many different healing modalities: sound bath, drum circle, Reiki, holistic chiropractor. Reverend Jeannie's going to be there doing an Enneagram class, a creative writing class. My daughterish will be there doing a conscious eating where you can create microgreens in your kitchen in mason jars. This is an opportunity for you to go into the silence and nurture yourself. There'll be meditation, a whole bunch of different meditations and yoga. We have 4 or 5 rooms there that we can utilize. So I invite you to please come join my community to take a moment to self-care, self-nurture yourself. And if you buy tickets ahead of time, there's a very good deal for them. So today I choose stillness. I choose to listen. I trust that what Spirit has to say to me is greater than anything the world is shouting. Let's say this together. Today I choose stillness. I trust what Spirit has to say is greater than anything the world is shouting. How does that feel? Do I trust what Spirit has to say to me is greater than anything the world is shouting? Going to that trust. So as we go forth, as we move forward throughout our week, throughout our day, the world is not going to get quieter on its own. I would love to tell you that once you walk out of these doors, everything is all of a sudden better. The noise is always going to be there. The headlines, the opinions, the demands, the distractions. But you have a choice. You have a choice how you want to interact with these distractions. You can live on the surface of the noise, or you can go deeper beneath it, beyond it, to that sacred stillness where Spirit lives and speaks and waits for you. We are not made to be overwhelmed by this noise. We are made to be a vessel of something infinitely greater. And that something is always, always speaking. Psalm 46:10 says, "Be still and know that I am God." I had to tattoo it on my wrist. I tattooed "Be still" because I tend to future fantasize about, what is going to happen? And I have to literally go, be still. This was my reminder. My 12 o'clock watch, that's my reminder. I need to practice this. They're perishable. And if I don't keep practicing it, I forget it. So I encourage you, find what works for you. This is what works for me. Not everything's going to fit everyone. There's not one size fits all. Find what works for you. What are you going to do in your life that is going to bring you stillness? I encourage you to really go there. I have a slide with a lot of the affirmations if anyone wants to take a photo of that. But in the meantime, let's do a spiritual mind treatment. Let's go inside to that sacred place within our hearts. So let's just take a moment to recognize that there is this one presence, this one intelligence, one voice that underlies all of creation, speaking the language of love, moving in the currents of peace, whispering truth into the hearts of every living soul. This presence is not silent. It's never been silent. It speaks in the sunrises and the silence, in the breath and the knowing, in every moment that has ever been or ever will. This voice is ever present, ever loving, and is not separate from me. It speaks in me, through me, and as me. I am not cut off from divine guidance. I am an instrument of it. Every soul gathered here is wired to this connection, built for this communication, designed to hear and to know, and led by love. And as I speak my word now for every listening heart in this room and beyond, I declare that the noise of the world loses its power to overwhelm. The static of fear, doubt, and distraction falls away. And what remains is the clear, calm, unmistakable signal of spirit. Each person here is given ears to hear beyond the surface, to perceive the deeper truth, to recognize the guidance is always present, and to trust what they know in the quiet place of their soul. I declare that every person leaves this church today more tuned into the frequency of love and less reactive to the frequency of fear. I affirm new clarity where there was confusion, new peace where there was overwhelm, and a deeper trust in the wisdom that lives within. From this moment forward, I choose stillness, I choose to listen, and in that listening, I find everything that I've been searching for. So I give deep thanks. I'm so very grateful for this voice that never stops speaking to me, speaking to my heart. Grateful that I choose to listen. And I'm so grateful for this beloved community that holds a space, the sacred space of loving. So I release these words to the law, knowing that full faith and absolute confidence, they are received, they are done, and it is so. And together we say, so it is. Amen.
You walk with me, and I walk with you down these troubled roads we stumbled into. We're all in this thing together, yes, shining bright and true. You walk with me, and I'll walk with you. Be there for me, and I'll be there for you. When we're running out of hope, and we don't know what to do, like a candle in the darkness, just shining bright and true. Be there for me, and I'll be there for you. Oh, everything is gonna be alright. Everything is gonna be alright. 'Cause you and me got better days coming, yeah. Everything is gonna be alright. Well, walk with me, and I'll walk with you. I know the rain of today will bring tomorrow's bloom. When we can't see where we're going or what the world is coming to, you walk with me, and I'll walk with you. Oh, everything is gonna be alright. Everything is gonna be alright. 'Cause you and me got better days coming, yeah. Everything is gonna be alright. Yeah, walk with me, and I'll walk with you. Down these troubled roads we're stumbling to. We're all in this thing together. It's shining bright and true. If you walk with me, yes, I'll walk with you. If you walk with me, I'll walk with you.
Let's give some love to Jason and the lads, Theo and Spencer. Woohoo! Yeah. Woohoo! I don't know. I have enough hard time walking in a straight line, and Jason on both keyboards. Very impressive. Yes. So you know how you both went to the same high school? Yeah. We all went to the same high school. Little random trivia fact there. All right, let me ask Chloe to bring the basket up for our offering. If you've come prepared to give an offering, please, at your convenience, at your leisure, at your called for, please bring your offering up.
Spirit gives through me, Spirit receives through me, Spirit lives and breathes through me. Spirit lives and breathes through me. Spirit gives through us, Spirit receives through us, Spirit lives and breathes through us. Spirit lives and breathes through us.
I invite us all to go within. As we gather in this sacred place, we recognize the infinite abundance of Spirit that flows through all things. With open hearts, we give these offerings as a testament to our faith in the divine. May these gifts serve to uplift, heal, and nurture our community, extending love, peace, and kindness and prosperity to those who need it most. We give in gratitude, knowing that as we give, we participate in the endless cycle of good that returns to us multiplied. May our offerings be a blessing, expanding the reach of love and light to our center, our state, our world, our universe. And so it is. So it is. Well, are there kitties? There's kitties. No? Just her. All grown up, her. Teen. Would we like to come and Want to share? No sharing? All grown up, all grown up.
So we did monologues today. Sorry. We worked on monologues today, and then we also decorated the room and our center message for spring today.
Thank you. I just want to thank you all for allowing me to come speak at my home. It's so great to see all of you and meet the new people. So I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to Jason and the lads. The Campbell Hall music program is thriving. Very happy to see that. And all the new people I met today, thank you for keeping my home center rich and lively. So thank you for being here today. I'll call Andrea up to close us out.
Let's give Nikki some more love and thank her for being here. Thank you, my friend. Great message this morning. Thank you, Jason, for bringing your Campbell Hall guys with you today. Thank you to the boys in the back for keeping us on time and on track. And let's just take a moment to turn within one more time and recognize that there is one infinite intelligence that is living and breathing and having its beingness as each one of us here. How grateful I am for the message that has been delivered and the message that has been received. And I know that each of us goes forth different than we were when we came in, more aware of the noise around us and taking each and every opportunity to stop and listen, to listen to that still small voice within that knows and always knows exactly how to direct and inform and support each of us. So I bless each of us as we travel to our next destination, knowing that we do so safely with love on our hearts. And I release this word knowing it is done. And in agreement with this word, we simply say together, and so it is. Amen.
Please join me in singing the peace song. Each other